Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to join in on the wonderful open collab that's Let's Do Die Cutting Monday. Our hostesses are Tree Craft On and Kathy's Creative Crafts and More. And if you all have participated in this open collab before, then you already know that it doesn't have to be just die cutting. It can be your punches, it can be fussy cutting, it can be Cricut, your great things you've come up with on your Cricut, anything like that. And what I'm doing today, my last video was dealing with packaging, and I kind of want to go a little further with that. A lot of us don't always have the time to make our own packaging when we're sending either our entries in a challenge or or Happy Mail or what have you, or a rack. But and a lot of you all, if you've been dealing with paper crafting for a while, already know this, and it's going to be just old hat. But first I'm going to show you the bags that I made and the little pockets that I made, and then we're going to put one together. And so first with this one, I'm sorry about this, where I got this die. When I would get quite a few of the nesting dies, I take them out of their packaging. So this top of this one is this die. See, oops, there goes my bee. And you know, you glue it on the back, it folds over. I was just showing that this is one way that you can close it. You can also put a sticker there. You can, there's so many ways you can close them. But this paper is actually a Martha Stewart gift wrap. And I thought y'all might get a kick out of that. Also, something you can do if you want your string to stay there, you can glue on a little ephemera piece here, and then that will keep it on there. And then every time they untie it to take either die cuts out or something of that nature, something you want to share, then this will hold. And you can actually put something on the back too to hold it on the front and on the back, and all you have to do is just tie it. But that's gift wrapping paper. This is vintage wallpaper. It's the borders, you know, that you can put up close to the ceiling, and then some if you have like a handrail. And I got this at a thrift store, and this one doesn't have a top on it at all. You can make them, and I'll show you in a minute, to fold over. But here's my seam in the middle. Here's the bottom piece that makes it so that it is a bag. And this one, just to close it by putting a little snippet of lace that whoever you send it to can get a little piece of lace that they can create with like on a card or something. And they could use this little closure of the, this is some seam binding that I dyed, and then a little applique there on a paper clip. And this one, all these papers next, let me see, I think all of them. These next papers are scrapbook papers that, I don't know if y'all remember, when Hobby Lobby, sometimes, this is a few years back, when they want to clear out there where you get the single sheets of the scrapbooky paper, they put them in bunches and then clearance them out. Well, except for this one, this is scrapbook paper as well. Except for this one, that's what these all are. And I wanted to do this one to show you that, did I put up my die? This is also a nesting die on top. But I think I might, no, there it is. And so I used this one for the top of that bag. And again, you can do embroidery floss around it. You can do a sticker right here to hold it down. You can do clips. You can do binders. You can do so many things to keep them closed. This one Okay, I use the top of this one is one of these dies that I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance some time ago. You know, they don't sell them anymore. That makes me sad. But yeah, I used that one for the top of this one. Thought that came out kind of cute. So I'm saying you can do teeny tiny. And these, if you keep them flat like this, these can go in a card very nicely. This one where it's all paper, I did the closure in the back, and like I say, if this is some paper that you've used on a project or even on your card that you're going to send it in, excuse me, then just slip it in there. You can decorate this, but I think the paper's so pretty it kind of speaks for itself, but you could. And again, sticker back here or your lace, what have you. This one I didn't put the top on yet. The only thing I did was here. Put this together, and this is a 1/2 inch that our closure at the bottom is. You can either go straight up or you can cut in to make it kind of neat like that. I use on the tops of these, I use either this punch, which is a 1-inch punch from the Paper Studio, or I use, that's very reflective, an EK punch that is 3/4 of an inch from EK Tools. And again, you can use, let's see, this is also a circle die, and I think it's Sizzix. I'm pretty sure this one's Sizzix. And then what you would do, of course, you would glue this, your bottom up there, and then glue this here. And let's say you don't like white paper showing. Well, you can get out your stencils and your distress inks and just have fun. Or you can even get out your markers and do something cute and fun there, you know. But that's the way this will end up looking. This one, again, this top is one of my nesting dies, and I didn't leave that out here. I'm sorry. Again, that I have no idea. I've had them for so many years and they're out of their packaging. But again, all you have to do is just lift this up, put your die cuts or ephemera peel, whatever you want to send. And I wanted to show you can slip that into an A7 card. Look at that. You can send some pretty large die cuts in there and send it on through the mail, you know. And that's why I'm trying to keep everything as flat as possible. Something I did when you all saw my packaging one, remember I had quite a few things I wanted to send my friend, this lovely, lovely lady that's my crafty friend on YouTube. And I wanted to send her these things, and I came upstairs late, you know, like later, not the day that I mailed the package. And sitting on my desk right over here was one of the things I wanted to send, and I was like, oh man. And I even had room in the box to put it, but I was like, oh well, my bad. I've had a lot on my mind lately, and that's okay. That's all right. We all go through things. So anywho, so I made this card for her, and then you open it. And see, that's what I'm saying. You can coordinate your packaging with your card or your project or your journal or your what have you. And this die cut, that might be a Sizzix too. I'm not sure. I remember I got that on clearance at Hobby Lobby as well. And then this rose is fussy cut out of some paper. And then I just, to close this one, I just put this little sticker that, again, that's flat. It's not, you know, dimensional, just a flat sticker. And then sending it through the mail. It will need extra postage because what I've got in here, you know, will kick it up a notch as far as postage. But that's fine because I wanted her to have them. So that's what I'm saying you can do. And let's do one together. Now I've already, no I haven't done anything. Okay, see this is showing you the Paper Studio put it out. I didn't pay 59 cents for it because I got it on clearance, a whole bunch of them actually. And so this is what, you know, you're gonna have the piece, all one piece. But then for me, let me get a scrap piece of paper so I can show you real quick. So, and everybody does it differently, okay? Let me just do this. I should have had this already prepared, but let's just do this. Let's make a craft one, okay? Let's make it, oh my, that's not straight. Evidently, I've been cutting some of these because that is not straight, okay? Let's make it, let's just say 3-inch. And I got to make sure that my sides are straight as well, because you all know if I've been cutting paper with the scissors, man, nothing's going to be straight. And I do mean nothing. Okay. Alrighty. So, let's say, what some people do, and you might be one of them, is just fold them like this. You know you want, you know, you've got to have some room here to glue it, you know, and so you're, so you're just, well, that's not cut straight either, by the way. And so you just sort of say, okay, I'm gonna fold this here and fold this here. And then I'm going to fold it, you know, and you do it like that. I personally, like I said, I don't do anything straight. Never have when it comes to paper, and won't. So what I do is I get those little tag, you know, I get it to where I'm like, okay, let me do it. Let me score it. And the closest one to that one is right here. And then, let's see, where is that one? Oh, that's here and here. Okay, and then on the bottom, even though this is very small, on the bottom, I usually do, let me make sure this is straight, guys. Okay, and on the bottom, I usually do a 1/2 inch. So, okay, and as you all know, you all already know this, but let's do it together. We're gonna cut here and here. We're going to cut where the, you can see where the mark is. And if you want, it's going to go like so, by the way. If you want, you can go ahead and cut here and here to make your little, make it kind of fancy a little bit. Okay, so you got boom, 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 and boom. Okay. And it's going to go like so. And where you're going to glue here and fold over, glue here, fold over, and then, you know, go to your dies and see, like it, this would be cute this way instead of this way. You know, you could have it, go ahead and cut this piece out and then score it in the center, or if you want a little more on the front and less on the back, you can do it any way you want. But you can also do that. And as far as gluing them all, let's do that real quickly with one I've got set over here. And then I will let you all go and do other things. Okay, so this is the one I left out. And this is one that I actually did the top to as well. And even though this is 1/4 of an inch, the top is anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to an inch. Okay, I wanted the top larger, especially for if I wanted to put a sticker on it, you know, to close it. You can also put something else, cute little die cut or what have you, and on the back of it put the repositional glue dots. That can go on too. When I work with paper, not cardstock, I like to use barely art glue, which is what this is. And so there's 2 ways you can do this too. You can glue just this one in, like some people do, or you can also put glue right here on this. Okay. And then you want that glued down. Sometimes I get a little too much glue on. Try not to. And you don't want it. The trick there is you don't want anything, if you got a little too much on it, you don't want anything on the bottom, because then it's like, uh-oh, I've sealed my bag up. You can go around them, which I did some of them with the Tombow markers or with your distress inks or what have you, or inks. But then we're going to glue the bottom. Like I said, you all probably can do this in your sleep, but I know there are a few of my subbies that said that they were new to paper crafting, and it didn't bother them at all that we didn't say, well, we know you know how to do this, because I think we've all been there before. We were like, well, oh man, how'd she make that? Okay, so we've got that nice and sealed there. And I will probably end up putting a sticker here to seal this one. I did do from this die set again. I did do that die, use that one, the 3rd one. Then I cut out some lace to put on it, and then I cut out one of the flowers from the paper itself, fussy cut it out. So as you know, this can go on like so, or since you're dealing with a square, you can also make it like a diamond in the center, depending on, you know, do you like that better? Do you like this better? When it comes to the flower, does it look better there, there, there? I personally like this, so that's what I'm going to do. And I got that die set on clearance at Hobby Lobby, and I don't use it a lot, to be honest, because I just thought it looked super modern. And remember, I'm not too modern lady. Even when I was young, I was just a little bit in my teen years. That was about it. Let's do it like this. Okay, whoopie doop doop. Don't do that. Let's do like so. And then we've got another one ready to roll. And I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.